everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia from Georgia's Shenanigans. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really cute bookmarks. So you're going to need some supplies. You're going to need a couple of pieces of wire, which I'm just cutting now. You'll need some beads. You'll need these handy dandy little things, which that's the part that slides inside the book, and then your beads and decorations hang from that. So to begin, I'm using, I suppose tell you first of all, I'm using rose quartz beads on the silver one, and I'm using amethyst beads on the bronze one. So to begin, we are going to, which one will we do first? I'll do this one first. So we're going to slip a wire guardian onto here. Now, being a bookmark, you probably don't really need to use a guardian, but you know, I will. It's up to you really. So we're going to pop our guardian, our crimp, and our bookmark portion. Pop them all together first. So you've got something that looks like this. It's got the wire guardian, the crimp, the wire. So now you want to crimp it. When you're using these crimps, you want to make sure that your wire isn't crossed over inside the crimp. So that's quite important. Use your crimping pliers. Make sure you're not going to squash your guardian. Crimp it down. Give it a good hard squeeze. That forms it into like a taco shape, and then fold it over on itself. Just like that. Squeeze it from both sides. So that's what we've got. So our wire is now nicely secured to our bookmark. Grab yourself a crimp cover. Grab your crimp cover. Okay, I think I might fix that up in a minute. Oh, my pliers just fell apart. Right, so now for the nice part, bead on some beads. And you can of course make it as long or as short as you want. I think we can probably go another one. Okay, so now we've got something that looks like that. So this part sits inside the book and this part dangles, dangles on the outside. Now we want another crimp, and we're going to use another wire guardian. As I said, you probably don't really need to use a wire guardian for these. It's up to you. Pop your wire back through your crimp. We'll just go back through one bead, should be plenty. Pull it all up. Grab a pair of crimping pliers. Just make sure when you crimp that you're not crimping your wire guardian. Give me a bit of trouble, this one. Mind you, if I use the notches in the pliers like I'm supposed to, I wouldn't have so much trouble, but anyway, it is what it is. Cut that off. And now we're going to add a couple little charms to the bottom. I'll have to put a crimp cover on that. So grab a jump ring, open it up. Got a couple of little charms here. Pop them on your jump ring. Pop your jump ring onto your guardian. Close your jump ring. And there's our bookmark. Now I just need another print cover because I messed that other one up. Where are my print covers? In this one. I use these little handy dandy things for crimps and things like that. I have one that's just full of jump rings. This one's all like crimps and crimp covers, little ends for your leather and cord and things like that. Got some hooks in there for sun catchers, all that sort of stuff. So we'll pop this one on, squeeze it down. It's not perfect, I'll fix it in a minute. So there's our first bookmark. So this one is going to be pretty much the same process. So we're going to begin by putting our, actually I don't think that wire guardian's big enough. So we've got our crimp on, and I'm using a different crimp. I'm using one of those locking crimps. So when I eventually get the wire guardian on, I'm going to pop my bookmark on there, squeeze it in a little bit. Now, we don't want to squeeze this into a point where it won't move on the bookmark. So I'm just going to partially squeeze it in, lock the crimp off, okay, that's good. Now I'm going to pop some beads on. So I've just got these little daisy spaces. some 8mm rose quartz. These are nice little projects for when you want to do something that's doesn't require a lot of thought, I guess. And they're, you know, quick and easy. And everyone loves a good bookmark. Although a lot of people don't even read books anymore. Everything's online, so there's no paper. Now this one, I think the regular size Guardian should work okay. Don't think we need to go to a bigger one. So pop the Guardian on. Pop your charm on. Go back through your crimp. Now you could also use thicker wire if you wanted to. I've just stuck with the 0.38mm because of the crimps, basically. Because if you try and get a thick wire through these crimps, it doesn't work. Now this tail here is exactly the wrong length. So I'm just going to clip a little tiny bit off the end. Pull that down. Crimp this end off. Now when you're crimping, you don't want to crimp too tight because your beads will be stiff. They won't have any flow. So you always want to make sure that they're not too tight. You know, this is only a bookmark. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it's a piece of jewellery that you're wearing that needs to move around. But still, it's just nice to not have them too tight. So anyway, there we have it. There's our second bookmark. So these are, yeah, really quick and easy to make. If you know, providing you've got your supplies, even your kids could make them. Like there's nothing difficult about them. Make them as long or as short as you want, with whatever beads you want, with whatever decoration you want. With these things, you can actually get bigger ones as well. I've made bigger ones in the past. I think there's even some in my Etsy store. But today I thought I'd just show you a couple of these smaller ones. And yeah, the problem is, as I said, that most people don't read books anymore. So they may end up being redundant one of these days. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.